My name's Gabriel Stockton, and oh my gosh, babe, I forgot to change my shirt. I'm bare naked. Well, not really. I'm just wearing a tank top. So it is a little warm, today. It's usually June gloom here in San Diego, and you caught me in the tank top. And we got a lovely Joseph Zavukovich painting behind me. And what else we got? Oh, we got the Daniel Smith brand ambassador. Have you guys seen this? Oh, it's old news. But there you go. Look at that. Along with some other awards. Yeah. I'm just being silly. We're just letting the algorithm let everyone know. It's kind of messy on the shelf and messy there and here because we got this new stuff here in the watercolor lab. I don't know. People are calling like they're where they film like labs, and what do you guys think of that? And I'm just gonna let the algorithm let everyone know we're here because I've got some really cool things to share. We are finally doing Petra, and we've been talking about it. Now, I've got some cool pictures to share with you, and the reason why we're doing Petra is because we've been doing this thing on ruins, and each and every one of you on the channel has asked, hey, let's do ruins. And I don't know why, like, apocalyptic stuff and all that is, like so popular and cool. And I know one of the people, the reason why they picked it was, they just like to watch the History Channel. Like, who doesn't like to watch the History Channel? I got some tea. Put in the chat what you're sipping on. So, when you guys brought up doing the ruins, like, the first thing that came up to my mind was Petra, because, well, I might still be a little bit jelly that my wife went to Jordan before she was my wife. Yeah, she was just my buddy back then. But no, seriously, my heart's always been to like go abroad, but God has had me planted in the marketplace, and also as a teacher teaching watercolor. And we got two people here. Woohoo! Who's here? And can you hear me? Because I can see that you're able to chat this week. And so yeah, just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you can't hear, don't give me a thumbs down. So it's been a fun week. There's some new things going on. Ooh, and you know what? Since you guys couldn't chat with me yesterday or last week, the funny thing is, you guys and ladies can remind me to share these. Da-da-da! So in here, I was gonna wait till like Marie got here. Cause Marie loves this part more than any of you. So Daniel Smith, I should wear my Daniel Smith shirt. So Daniel Smith, sent me these new colors. Sadly, I don't think they're gonna come out because, John is a very, an amazing, he thinks of all the things, and, he thinks, Daniel Smith, I think they're like that stable parent I wished I had, when I was growing up. and I can always count on them. You know, John thinks of everything. There's a wonderful story about John. If you ever watch his lives when he's doing it from his office, and is it his office or his house? But when you see a water tank behind him, that's not a water tank. That's a Joseph Vukovich painting. When you see when you're watching him live, he thought this tank all the way through, like what fish were gonna be in there, what size, what the things were gonna be in there, who's gonna clean it, who's gonna feed the fish, like whoa. He thought of all the things, and he is he's got some wonderful, but the amazing part I love about him, he's got an amazing heart. And they travel throughout the year, and one of the things that I want to get to go to is Peru. There's some artists I love in Peru, and your dollars go really far there. But this year, and Fabiano Aquarella, which you can go watch some of those, they gave out these colors. And maybe I should turn the camera around. So it says brand ambassador. Oh, shucks, it's backwards. Hey, there's 3 of us. Maybe I'll just go ahead and flip the camera, but... Oh, Kelly. Can you hear me, Kelly? From MT. And, yeah. Alright, so let's just do this. Let's look up my nose, and I'll switch the camera. And then you could just go ahead and see. Guess we don't need the TV remote anymore. I'm such a YouTuber. I mean, not that I do this YouTube for you, but I'm always watching YouTube. So, well, remember we did that. So whenever you see this, yep, loud and clear, right on. So, have we met in person? Is this the doctor? So check it out. So we have here, come on, focus. We have here the brand ambassador quinacridone gold PO49. Now I use Quin Gold D, and a lot of you have the Quin Gold D. So it would be very nice of me to also get that color out too, right? Right. And then the other color is a limited edition green gold PG10. Well, this shows usually PG, not PG10 or 13. And this is PO49, not PU, not like it's smelly. South Georgia in the house. All right. Hey, Mike. So PO49 is what? Pigment orange. 49, and we got the PG, pigment green. And if you ever get a tube, it usually says it on the side too. And not yet, but been chatting about lessons. Oh, yes. I've got great news for you. My schedule has opened up, so keep watching your text messages. I'm going to text you. I haven't forgot about you. We're just closing up some little things here and there, and then I'm making some time for you. I've got to get out a pencil. Here we go. One of those will do. Now, actually, we need a marker. Why do we need a marker when we do these draw outs? Do you remember? Put it in the chat why we want to do a line with a marker. Do you remember? And you know what I should do? Oh, I'll do it on this one. And I'm gonna look in the chat and see if you put it in there. Oh, what was that? No, we're not having an earthquake. I just did something goofy. Alright. Whatever. So we do a line. And, oh man. This is not that, oh, this is an old one. Let's try this one. Oh, that's still good. So you never really want to throw these markers away when they get old. Because the cool thing is I can use this and make hair. Or a beard. So, let's see. This is the brand ambassador quinacridone PO49. And I'm going to put it right here. Now, the reason we put the line, let me see if someone put it in the chat. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, nobody knows. Alright, that's cool. Well, when we are looking at some watercolors, we're wanting to know if the color is a transparent medium or if it's semi-transparent. So here's a Daniel Smith brand brochure. And we've got opaque, semi-transparent, and transparent. So this color was what again? Quinacridone gold. Now, you don't have to say that word, that long word every time, all right? You could just say Quin Gold. Quin Gold, all right? So this Quin Gold is PO49. And let's look at what that Quin Gold is in our... This Quin Gold PO48 and PY150. Alright, so you know what that tells me? That tells me they took pigment orange and pigment yellow and then they made this gold color. This, some fancy chemist made up this color that now this is a single pigment color. We look here and this is, well, it's transparent. This means, yes, it granulates. This means it's a number 2, which it, number 2, if you go back up here, dun dun dun, dun dun dun, which is low staining. And it was a number 1 for, it's excellent for 100+ years, the light fastness. Well, I don't see that on here, but I could find out. But I'm guessing this is a very expensive color. I have another one that's labeled brand ambassador that did not go on the market because John said that that tube would end up costing $90. And he does not think that's fair to be charging you lovely people that kind of money for a product. All right. So we got the green gold PG10. Let's look on here. Is there a green gold in our little friend? And we come over here to the greens. Green, 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 green. Bum, 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 bum. Sap green, permanent green, phthalo green, You know the song. I'm just kidding. There is a green gold. Undersea green. There's olive green. Bum, bum, bum. And if you find it before me, let me know. Green gold. Yay! The crowd goes wild. I knew it was there. PY 150. PY3. PG 36. That's practically rated R, right? It's like 13 times 2 or 3. I don't know. We got pigment yellow 150, pigment yellow 3, pigment green 36. Do you see what I'm showing you? All that nerd stuff. It's still transparent. It's a green gold transparent. It's non-granulating. It's a number 2, which means it's under 100 years light fastness. So I'm thinking this one is, yeah, so being a single pigment, this is, again, you know, I don't know if you've seen sometimes we have a limited runs. Did you see the Christmas one that came out? I did not get my hands on the Christmas one. And supposedly it had like some smells, like not in a bad way, but it smelled like a Christmas tree. I was like, did you guys put pine sol in there? Like, what's going on? So I'm going to get quinacridone deep, because that's what I typically use. And I've shared so many times why I use that color. So we're gonna put it to the test. So look at this business. I don't know if you follow me on the Instagrams, but I recently did a video on using this watercolor stick. This is a titanium white, and see how I have it bored out a hole? And I'll take a brush and I'll get some white. This is watercolor white, not gouache. Alright, in here is Quin Gold. I need the Quin Gold to paint Petra. Alright. And I'm not going to be on here that late tonight. Tonight's going to be a quick one. I guarantee it. I've got some projects I gotta get done. So colors I typically have here is burnt sienna, transparent palette orange, raw sienna, the new Jaune Brilliant, which now I use all Daniel Smith cut paints. Lauren McCracken Black, we've got Cobalt Blue, Joseph Z Neutral Gray. I'm not sure why this one's in there, other than, oh yeah, he was here just recently, so. This is a new one for me. I'll do a wash out of that one, but I think I already did. This one, Cobalt Green, that is like, I rarely use it, but we all know I like me some green apatite, Hansa Yellow Light, or almost a green gold. This is Hematite Burnt Scarlet. These are colors I use on a daily basis. Minnesota Pipestone. We might use that one today too for Petra. Goethite. Another green apatite. Jaune Brilliant 1. If you got 1, you gotta get 2. I mean, I'm kidding. There's Jaune Brilliant 1 and 2. Wisteria. There you go, Eric. You're watching the replay. Would you all just send some love towards Eric's way right now? Just, we adore Eric and his fun comments, but his mama is not feeling well right now. So if we could all just send some shalom. That's another way of saying peace. Sending some peace towards our friend tonight. He just messaged me, and so we are hoping that the family can experience just some light love and light. Well, let's look in this box. All right, more Jean Brilliant, some Cobalt Turquoise, Ultramarine. These are colors I use often. Hey, there we go. Garnet. You gotta get some garnet. That's a new one. Manganese Violet. Oh my goodness. I'm always stepping on, there it is, Quinacridone Gold. We're gonna compare that one. Even though I use Quin Gold Deep. My goodness gracious. Alright, so I digress. Let's get this show rolling. If you just joined us, we are looking at the two tubes of paint that were sent to me by Daniel Smith. And we are going to swatch that out because it is Marie and some of you. So let's look at one more time. Quin Gold. Now you got Quin Gold and Quin Gold Deep. Here's Quin Gold. So Quin Gold, PO48 and PY150. And then let's look for Quin Gold Deep. Quin Gold Deep. Over here. Quin Gold Deep has PO48 and PY50. What? What'd you say, Willis? I think you said the same thing. PY48, PY50. PY48, PY50. But they are not the same. One is stronger and deeper than the other. It might be a misprint. I'll have to ask. And we're looking at this one, and this one only has one pigment. It has PY49. Why does this even matter? It matters because if you are mixing way too much stuff together, you're getting mud. Alright? And my camera is tilted. I apologize. And thanks for the 2 thumbs up for all 7 of you that are here. I appreciate you. So we got Quin Gold. I'll put them right here. And we got Quin Gold, the brand ambassador one. So let's get, when you do these swatches, you want a mop brush. We put this black line, if you just joined me, because we want to see if this is a transparent medium or not. So when I go like that, wow, that is, this is perfect for Petra. Oh my gosh, babe, this is exciting. I thought tonight I was going to have to mix Quin Gold Deep and Minnesota Pipestone, and I'll show you that. So, ooh, look at that. Even when I just mixed that, see how we're seeing more yellow? And that's what I'm talking about, my friends. There are 2 colors in here. Alright? So if you're mixing a tube of paint that has 2 colors, and then you have another, and you're like, I'm gonna make some green. I gotta mix blue and yellow together. One of my favorite colors that you can mix that's already a color in the tubes Wow. So this is very yellow. This is super yellow. So, I'm gonna pull up Petra now. All right, but you can't see my code. You probably already know it. I probably already did it in front of you guys. So, here we are at Petra, and these were sponsored by the famous Amber Lindahl. I'm just kidding. That's her maiden name. That she went on this trip before we got married, and so this is around in the area of Petra, and then there's Petra. Now my wife is not that tall, but I think maybe she was on a camel or something when she took this picture. I don't know. And she's gonna come in here and tell me like what? And look at this cool stuff. Put in the chat if you've been to Petra. I'm curious. So actually, this is a friend of ours that went on that trip with my lovely wife. Look at this camel. Oh man, we're not doing a camel tonight. I'm sorry. I did not prepare. Look at this. It looks like it's gonna get dark quick, huh? Here's another friend of ours that was on a trip. On a camel. I'm looking at this light. I'm so excited. So we're going in August, and I have something I'm gonna share. So stick around. I'm gonna share some really cool information with you. I didn't forget about the green, but I'm gonna show you these colors in a picture. So look at that. This, wow. And when I put the Minnesota pipestone down, ooh. And there's one other one I'm thinking that I definitely need to take on the trip. There's my wife, like 7 years ago. No, my wife is not 13. My wife is times that by 3 or something. Times everything by 3. Whatever number. I'm just kidding. This is cool. I've seen pictures where this is lit up too at night. You walk through here and then that's pretty cool. And there's another cool picture. Sorry about the glare, but we need that light on. Ooh, look at this. I don't think this one's my wife's. This one, my wife probably wouldn't go in this thing because there's maybe bats. You can find this one on Google. Thank you, Google. This is Google too. But look at those. Look at those lights. Do I need to move it up? Yeah. Oh. Those lights are amazing. And guess what? This top half is this part. This bottom half would be that. Ooh, and there you go again. Gosh. Isn't that cool? And so I'm looking forward to going there in August. Ooh, look, this is inside. So, do you know they discovered there's like more inside and whatnot? This is somewhere around that area. This like Coliseum looking. And this too. So, at least Google says it is. And I was like, all right, Google. And, wow, this would be cool to find this spot, right? Looking out like that. And, so I will be doing a painting of this. Oh, this is a cool story. I met this gentleman, this guy was at a signing thing this last weekend, and he played this character in Return of the Jedi. And I asked him if he wanted to come alongside me, and I'm doing a program, an auction. and that auction is for this wonderful thing that's going on. So the project I have. Dun, 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 dun. This is kind of like ruins. This is kind of, I did not know that I was going to show that, but anyhow. You know how I like to share books. So this is a new book I just got. I found it pretty cheap because it used to be a library one, but I've taught you a lot of stuff that's in here, but it's all about painting these little trading cards. Remember trading cards? They're popular again, and so I'm getting some stuff ready. So it talks about doing markers, and it talks about doing some stuff. I'll flip it around. So, this gal, you can go to her website and get, some of the stuff. It's not on cartooning, but it is showing how to do some cartoon stuff back there. But these, surfaces are kind of hard to paint on. And I've been having to use the Daniel Smith ground. So, this is what I was working on earlier today for all 9 of you. I guess I could take it out of the plastic. So there's this event called Mental Con, not metal. I know you guys out there, you just love metal music. No. So there was this event. I'm still working this out. So this gentleman here. So this is Return of the Jedi. This was one of the Guardians that was on Jabba the Hutt's team or side. So their character is not like, don't think evil. They're like these little farm. They're servants, and then in the movie they're like, you know, guardians. And so I went to this thing this weekend called a prop swap. And it was all like movie props and stuff. And this guy that played this character from the Jedi movie, he was there. And I asked him if he would be willing to sign this trading card. So this, if you remember collecting trading cards or baseball cards, when you would get 3 of them, maybe they made a poster on the other side, or 9 of them, or 6 of them. And so this particular one here has 3, and trading cards are 3.5 by 2.5. All right? Yes, I'm about to say I digress. You're right. I always go on these fun little journeys. And I want to just show you, I'm so excited about this stuff. And if you're not excited, you're doing something wrong, friend. See, and I'm glad I looked because I found my dot card, which we need for today. So this, here's another trading card I'm working on. So Mental Con, you can read this one better. It's at the end of the month. If you just Google Mental Con, it'll come up. So I will have some of these paintings available. This one I haven't done his teeth yet. Look at it, that's looking pretty real, huh? That's like watercolor and of course a little bit of gouache. I'll get these teeth in. You can compare it to the picture. Pretty wild, huh? Pretty wild. So this is only 2.5 by 3.5. But So I asked Stefan, hey, would you be willing to come alongside to sign this card and I will paint it with your character? Stefan said, Gabriel, nobody has ever painted me next to it. And I think that'd be a really cool picture if you did it. And I said, you're on, dude. I need another signature. Because normally at these things where they're doing these signings, that you have to pay them money. Like 60, 50, 40, 80 bucks. Like, it's crazy. Like, to get a selfie with some of these movie stars, it's like, just with your own camera, your own phone, like 40 bucks. You want a voicemail when people call you and, and they say, hey, this is Ryan Reynolds and, sorry, Gabriel can't come to the phone. That's like 60 bucks, like, for them to do that. It's pretty wild, huh? So, I have about 6 of these, and if you go to Mental Con, and there's gonna be an auction, and all the proceeds go to this foundation. So last year they did this. All the proceeds got comic books into the children's sections of the hospital. This year, they're doing Luke's Purpose. And Luke's Purpose is if maybe, people lose their children at a young age, and these people don't know what to do. Here's another one I did. I'll pull it out. So, and see, it's got their, they sent these to me. That's what has their information on there. It says, congratulations. You're a proud owner of one only, Gabriel Stockton. And this was like a spiritual warrior that came to mind. And do you see the luminescence that's on there? So, yeah, pretty cool, right? And something a little different. And I enjoy doing these fun projects. So all the money is going to the foundation to help parents that have lost their children. You know, a lot of you awesome Christian people, you just show up and start bringing dinners and all that stuff. But there's some people that don't have that. So, all right. So, back to Petra. And we're going to be painting the front. Sorry, I'm not doing a camo. This one's kind of cool. Just because we get to see the whole thing. We could do this one with Holy Hottie, but I don't think she'll be down for it. Because halfway through, I'll have to say, hey, babe, come in here. I need you to sit still. And I'm just kidding. I kind of like that. That was kind of cool, too. But let's look at that one. All right. So we've got the ambassador for, I'm seeing more of you on there. So we got the ambassador one here. We got the quinacridone. We're going to pull this out, and I've got Queen Gold Deep. Queen Gold Deep is not the same as Queen Gold or Queen Gold, the special thing. So when you get these little samples, you want to wet it. See, it didn't even look like Queen Gold, did it? It kind of looked like brown. And here we go. Nice. And yeah, they are not the same. No siree. I was thinking Petra could be this Minnesota pipestone. This is really from Minnesota. This is the same color that they use for the Native American Ooh, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my goodness. Ooh. You gotta change your water when you get a different color like that. So here we go with the Minnesota pipestone. This is a permatech. That's a P, meaning it's a mineral, it's a stone. And look, it's transparent. That's lovely. That definitely looks like Petra. And I'm thinking if I mix the two, but now I got this thing, huh? And we got this green. Ooh, look at that. That is yellow, 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 green right there. Oh my goodness. I don't even know what I would use that for. Put in the chat what you would use that green gold. Succulents, maybe? Cactus? Limited edition. I'm gonna have to... I wasn't there for the big reveal because I had to stay home and work on my health. Meaning, you know, not be the big boy I was. Big chubby boy. Alright. So, let's do this. There we are. Hello, Elle. We're doing Petra. We are going to Petra. Literally. In August. So this is the brand ambassador, Queen Gold. You'll have to watch the replay, Elle. We are redoing the lab, the studio at the house. So things are like everywhere right now, cause we got these cool cabinets. I don't know if you know, but in most cities they have like a free whatever, and we here have like you know, like the city I live in, like the suburb area. So if you put your suburb area, unless you live in a small city, like L, I'm pretty sure you would just probably put St. George, right? Free in St. George, and they make you ask the question, do you live in St. George? What's your cross streets? Like, I'm gonna tell you, no way, crazy people. So the reason why we end up doing Petra is because my heart has always been to go to another country. And actually, well, I'm not gonna tell you a story. I might as well just go ahead and put the paper out. It was here. And so my heart has always been to go to other countries and teach watercolor. And so since I've been in the marketplace and doing my art and selling my art, I have Amber. I have thought, oh, I need to get people to come alongside me, and I sat that paper down here somewhere. It's here. It is. It's like I'm just not seeing it. And so I had the wonderful opportunity to meet Daniel Smith and be a part of their brand ambassadorship. And you know, when you find other people, you just want to be straight up, like just like when you go to job interview, right? You're interviewing them just as much as they're interviewing you. And I found out, you know, John is very, they're very generous, and so is Escoda, because Escoda just sent me an email. They sent me an email saying they're sending some brushes for the event, and that event is I get to teach watercolor to some wonderful refugees, and the refugees are not allowed to make money, meaning get jobs and stuff. And so when we were invited to go to Petra, I said, "Oh, I'll only go if I can teach these guys watercolor." And they go, "We'll ask. And we still want you to go, Gabriel." And I said, "Okay, well, make it happen." And then they got back to me and they said, "Yeah, so the people said you can teach watercolor, but just so you know, some of these refugees have never even, like, held a paintbrush, let alone, you know, did anything with, like, some paints. So, do you know how to work with beginners?" And I was like, "Oh yeah, I know how to facilitate that." And actually, it's so much better to work with people who have never even touched a paintbrush before. And I'll tell you what, it's fun because they're just open, big eyed the whole entire time. And the lovely thing is, they might even do something that even makes.
Is that under your thing?
No. I think I must have. Obviously, I must have folded it up into an airplane and threw it because it wanted to be an eagle. Fly like an eagle. That paper spread wings and left. So, yeah, we're gonna print another paper. So we've got this top part of Petra here, and this painting's gonna go really quick because this isn't my first rodeo painting Petra. And thank you, Miss Producer, Secretary, wife. So there you have it. We're going to Jordan this year. And so, you know, if you would like to receive this email, make sure I have your email. And you can easily do that, you know, by... Oh, you know what you could do? I'm such a silly guy. Look at that. That right there. Take a screenshot. Or if you're watching from your TV, you can right now just with your phone scan that. But if you're using your phone, just take a screenshot. So that'll take you to this. But I am sending out an email probably tonight about this. And yeah. And you can find out all about what's going on with us and Jordan. And so these, if you've been around long enough, you know what I do. And I will be painting and sketching And so those of you that are so gracious and want to come alongside and support our trip, we're still developing some funding. And so you don't feel pressured. I'm just sharing. But some of you don't know this, but what I normally have done in the past is the people that donate, it says right here, $100 or less, you'll get half a dozen postcards of artworks of mine, printed artworks. And some of you got the Italy one, and because you were so gracious and you wanted to see me go to Italy. And that some of you paid over $100, and the people that paid the most got to pick the painting first. And you know who you are. I'm not naming any names. Some of you probably that are even here right now or watching the replay, you got to pick those first top 5. And so I will get some opportunities, some downtime to do some sketching. I'm not, the city that we're going to, you're not allowed to take photos. So, Petra, you can take photos, but there's a certain city we're going to. I don't know if I should say on social media, but in this city, we will get to visit some homes with people. This culture likes you to come visit their home and just hang out and chit chat. And so I'm really looking forward to that and teaching. So I've been practicing and researching Petra for quite some time, actually. So when they did ask me if I wanted to go here, we were just even watching. I think there's a really good one on there's like National Geographic on the Disney Channel, I think. It's also on YouTube if you don't have Disney Plus. Though I wonder why you don't have Disney Plus, because, I'm just kidding. But hey, there's some really cool stuff on the YouTubes, like this show, right? So, hopefully you're painting or sketching with me, or gonna watch the replay and give this a go. And if you do this painting, I want to see it. L. I want to see more art from you, L. And, I think God put me on this earth just to make sure some people are doing art. Because they know it. They know it. I mean, I'm not calling anybody out, but, I'm kind of calling people out. And so... I'm kidding. It's all because it's love. So there's some really cool things going on these days, right? Like, what's up with LA? That stuff is not going on in San Diego. So I'm safe. Don't have to worry about that. But yeah, I had some friends from Utah go down to LA, and they're like, whoa, it's pretty wild here right now. I don't think they saw really anything though. They definitely didn't show any video of anything going on, but yeah, so that's some crazy stuff, right? But there's all kinds of wonderful new things. This year is my year of rebranding, and I've already had some really cool just magnificent moments. You know, meeting the actor, you know, from Return of the Jedi, and now working on this Star Wars stuff. So good. So good. And there's more to come. There's some other stuff that's in the works, but those ones I can't share just yet. So stay tuned, because some of you wanted to do a Saturday workshop, Zoom. And because we're wrapping up this series, I want to do some other stuff that's been requested. So I think this Petra one is the last one for Ruins, because we usually do this, 3-month thing and then find something else. And yeah, so any other things you want to learn before I take the old considerations, because some of those people aren't even here anymore. And we're gonna do one of these and one of those and one of them and this and that, and then now I've got that 3D. This is all in the shadows right there. But I do like this thing. I think there's a thing right there. Oh, there is the thing. Haha. Can't forget that, dude. Or dudette. Do they even say dudette anymore? I don't. But I remember there was a time we were just like... Not like all the time, but there was a time we just said dude for everything. Like, dude. There's new stuff that doesn't even make sense. But, when I'm doing these watercolor paintings, I'm always thinking about how can I do this and improve my own skills. So I'm actually, if I was standing there, I can maybe shift my weight and have that come down. So now that that's taller, see that? So, Eraser, where are you? I'm gonna check in the chat. What's going on? All 9 of you. I would love a cityscape at dusk, walking down a narrow, interesting street. Ooh, yeah. Call me out. I need to paint more. Yeah. And TK, not yet. We're chatting about... Oh yeah, I read that one. All right. So I've got this eraser. This is a kneaded eraser. What are you sipping on? This is just good old sun tea. I don't know if it was in the sun, but it's pretty yummy. And there's nothing added to it other than lemon. So yeah, you can scan that or take a screenshot, and it will tell you all about this. It'll take you where, if you'd like to come alongside us, and I'll put it here just in case your fingers aren't fast enough. And it's kind of good for me to take the picture away. And maybe I should add... Oh, do you want to take a screenshot of this? La 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 la, screenshot. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, too fast. 3, 2, 1, go. All right. All 10 of you, all 3 thumbs up. Awesome. So I always work from front to back. What's gonna look really nice is to have a nice clean water here. And oh, someone's texting me that's on the show. What did you say? Let's see. Okay, so T sent me some photos of some rivers. You know, we have done some rivers. We did some rivers when we did the bum bum bum. That's my thinking trumpet. So there's some agua, some paint, some sky. Yeah, let's talk some more. There are some past lives. We did some rivers, but we also did a Zoom where we all get together. So we will probably be doing a Zoom for one last ruins. And I don't know if we did a ruins next to a river. I don't think so. So, I'm getting around this thing here, saving my whites. And if I play around just a little bit with this sky, I might make some of those cool clouds that were up in that puppy, in that photo. I'm gonna go a deeper blue down here, and a deeper blue right there, and one last deep blue there. Ooh. Deep blue, come on. Ready? Alright. So look at that. Would you look at that? And if I come over here, watch what I do. Okay? Don't, if you're painting along with me, it's fine. But right now, just watch. I go like this. Bum, bum, bum. And then off. Alright? I come over here and I get rid of, this is wet. You don't want to put wet pulp paper on wet pulp paper. And I go like that and I go boom. And then I come right here and I'm done. I'm not doing this dab 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 dab. Alright. If you play Gilligan's Island theme in your head while you're dabbing, I'll tell you what, you're a dab too much. You might be a little too young to know this. Actually, I doubt it, but it was said once before. A little dab will do ya. Alright. I'm gonna put some thicker blue here one more time. How's that looking? Oh, look at that. Looking cloud. Like a cloud. Sure. Alright. It kind of looks a little hard on this. I'm gonna roll some just water. And this is looking a little like funny. And there. I usually don't spend too much time in that sky because why? Because my mama told me you better shop around. You've got to keep this simple. If you screw up in the sky and have a hard time, then you're fretting, and then you're like, the clouds are not even like the photo now, why should I even bother? And the problem there, my friend, is why set yourself up to lose? That's not very nice. So set yourself up to win, and just keep the clouds and sky simple. I'm gonna grab a little bit of lavender. I want some blue hitting my mountains back there. See that? Why? Because I need a little edge of white on my building. And so this is a permatech. So if I spritz it or even do this, splatter some water, I'm gonna get some texture. See that? Now let's go over here for this side of this mountain. And right there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. My mama told me you better shop around, shop around, shop around. Watercolor is fun. Because it's a earth element. And we're made from the earth, amongst other things. And I got some questions for my higher power when I'm done here. There's just some answers not everybody knows, and we're gonna get this new color. And I'm sorry if you don't have it, but what I would suggest, and I'll do both. How about that? I will do the new coin gold, and then I will do the regular coin gold. How about that? Oh, I already have it. Oh, hey, what do you know? So, look at this. Do you notice what brush I'm using right now? Using the Perla. Yeah. I need a little bit of control. I need a little of this, a little bit of that. Now I'm just adding some water. And I'm gonna get that yellow tone rocking and rolling. Now some of that Minnesota pipestone. If you don't have Minnesota pipestone, Kuna Matata, you can use some burnt sienna. Burnt sienna. Dun, 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 dun. This is Petra. And we've got this. And again, if you all could just send Eric some love. Now I could get my fine and dandy brush here, and I could do one of these. I can get a brush that's a little bit bigger. But Gabriel, I don't have a bigger brush. Well, you know what? I'm pretty sure it's time for you to buy some art supplies. When was the last time you bought some art supplies, art supplies, L? And toner ink does not count for your printer. Calling you out, girl. So you should be getting some art supplies. I have to buy art supplies too. Better believe it. And but you're like, oh yeah, right. You have all those sponsors. Well, guess what? I don't just do watercolor. Thanks to Comic-Con. It's driving my wife crazy. Kidding. But yeah, I don't have sponsors for the stuff that I'm doing for Comic-Con yet. Do you hear me? Yet. Now I'm putting thicker paint on. Now, if you have some yellow ochre, use it. This is almost a monochromatic painting here, friends and family. Because I know Grandma's watching. What's up, girl? What's up, Grandma? Grandma's like, telling my wife, I watch Gabriel on the TV. I watch Gabriel on the TV, and he talks so much. She goes, yeah, I see you, and you never talk. But you're talking and talking on the TV. It blows my mind how you could just keep talking. I'm like, Grandma, I have to talk. You guys aren't there to talk for me, so. But yeah, when I'm in good company, yeah, I like to chew some fat. So I'm looking at these shadows of this building. I just got some I just got some ink pens. What are you gonna do with ink pens? And some muraling. Oh, mural. Oh, cool. And Chris is here. Hey, Chris. Hope all is well for you and Amber. All right. Thanks so much for stopping by. And, guitar golf. Can you do those at the same time? Would you look at that? Look at it. Huh? Sorry, can you give me a little more guitar golf? Just said, yeah. Oh, Mike says some H2O. He's drinking H2O. And, Cityscape with Dusk. Yeah, I read that one. What brand of paper are you using? I'm using up the Kilimanjaro. I have another one right here. They came in a 3-pack, and that's just the best way to get it. Just buy 3 of them. So this is the Kilimanjaro, but yeah, there's other brands out there. So Kilimanjaro, it's actually made in Italy, which there's only one real paper company in Italy, and it's called Fabriano. So guess what? Yeah. So our friend, who we lost last year, Joe Miller, he was good at being an entrepreneur and getting his own branding. So he got Kilimanjaro made, and I'm just using up this because we've been painting this format on this here intrawebs. I don't know why this darn iPad is dying, because it is literally plugged in charging right now. And me and this iPad, it came to me on my birthday. It's supposed to be a good boy. And so I'm gonna get me some nice dark color. That is burnt tiger's eye. That's not gonna do. A black you can make as burnt sienna. And then you get some ultramarine blue. And a little bit of this, you know what color I didn't show you? It was the Quinn Rose, huh? I somehow put it away. Well, there it is. And that's too red, that's not black. So a little more blue. And that's purple now. Then we go brown. And now that's really brown. Then we got more blue. See this recipe? And here we go. We are gonna go for the dark. And I normally go for the kill shot at the end. But we're already over the hour. Because I was just having too much fun sharing all that jibber jabber about things. Now, watch what I do here. This is just a dark color, and if I put just this thing here, And I'm so looking forward to the new brushes coming from Escoda. This one's seen better days. So, but that's just because, as you can see, there's no letters on it, no numbers. It's a well-used brush. So, I come over here to my handy-dandy satchel. What are you gonna do with those ink pens there, L? Huh? These are travel brushes, and boy are they great. You still can't go through a metal detector unless you have a hip replacement. That's a good one too, but I don't need it today. Almost. Yeah, that's the guy. I can do the rest of this painting with these two travel brushes. They're nice. I've taken these with me quite a bit of places, but here is the thing I wanted to show you. Get some Sleeping Beauty. While this is still wet, I'm dropping some Sleeping Beauty in here. And now when that dries, it's not gonna be flat. It's gonna have that mystery, like, ooh, what's in there? And when this dries and mingles together, because why? We've got Minnesota Pipestone in here. Oh, sorry, we got burnt sienna. No, it was Minnesota Pipestone. I was telling you you could use burnt sienna. I gotta go up here for another dark. Right in, hey, right in here, there's a real nice, lovely, rich dark. All up in this business. Elle knows what I'm talking about. So I come up in here. That's nice. So yeah, I don't typically paint like this, but being under the gun, and I promised so many of you we'd end earlier tonight. I'm gonna just do the nuts and bolts of this gal. I'll tell you what, if you keep a painting super uber simple, oh my goodness, there's something to be said. Have you ever had a steak? You came back to you and you swore it was gonna start going murr. And you're like, I'm sorry, is this medium done? Because it looks still a little rare. And that guy's like, oh no, we just got this new cook and he just knows how to cook steak. And you're like, but you know, it kind of looks a little undercooked. And they're like, trust me, I love this new cook. When he cooks it just right. And all my money's in on that new cook. And then you take a bite of it, and you're going, oh my goodness, this is and now you all want steak, right? You're like, oh my goodness, like for realies, Gabriel. So, nobody likes a burnt turkey, and I'll keep saying that because it's true. When you have an undercooked painting, it's gonna read really well, as opposed to something that you just kept working on. I know, I did one the other day. Yeah, that's right, that's right. Yours truly was doing a little pee dance. He should have been going to the little boy's room, but instead he... Oh, let me do one more stroke. Let me do one more stroke. And then I came back, and guess what? Somebody must have messed up my painting. How rude. Someone broke into my studio and painted on my picture. No, I did not go there. But I'll tell you what, I should have just put the brush down. Have you watched those shows? They're like, artists, put down your brushes. They're probably saying that for a reason. They're probably saying they are overworking it. We need to know. Of course, it's time. It's timed, but I'm sure they want these people to not do a burnt turkey on their TV show. How many people would actually come back and watch the show? So, ooh, I did not want green. Of course, but if I would have came over to lavender, just try it. Try to do an uncooked painting, and you're gonna find out. Now, when I go to Petra, it's gonna be just right. Why? Because I've been practicing, and I'm gonna be ready to make a really nice painting for a supporter. Also a really nice postcard for some supporters that can do what they can do financially. I'm also going to make a really nice painting for whoever gets second place on however much they... And I did this last time, right? And you all laughed, and then you were all like, whoa. Oh my gosh. Did you see the paintings from Italy he came back with? And he's giving them to the people that sent them. And plus, I'll tell you what, my higher power likes a good giver. If you are a good giver, there is blessings richer than you can imagine if you want to come alongside us for this trip for me to go teach these people this lovely skill that you like watching so much. Alright, so yeah, this is gonna go really quick. I hope you don't blink, and you might, if you're painting along, you might just want to watch the rest of this part, because you're gonna look down and I'm gonna go, bye folks. I really am. And just because, I promised some people, not that anybody said anything rude, but for some of you, I do understand. It's like, it's late. My East Coast peeps, which I have quite a bit on this channel, are tucked away with their cute little pajamas. And oh, how I adore hearing that. Look at this thing. It's going to just pop, lock, and roll, baby. Here we go. All I'm doing is negative painting with a positive attitude right here, friends. You can do this too. It's just that easy. No, it does take a little practice, but I can help you get there. And I actually freed up my schedule. There is a door I just closed, and well, I got things going on, and there's some doors that are closing, and if you are pretty serious, we can get you some one-on-ones, and we can set up some other collabs. And who's here knows what I'm talking about. There's all kinds of cool things going on. So look at that. There's not too much more to this painting. Really isn't. I've enjoyed painting for you guys. That's gonna keep going. Alright, so don't sweat that. But there's other doors that and that's only because you know, well, look at that. Boom! Dun 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 dun. Here we go. These are little. This is called calligraphy. There's little bits and pieces in here. You know it as before you leave, you might need to spray on a little something something, or you might need to put on a little rouge, or you might need to put on some pearls, or some little this or that. For you men, maybe it's cufflinks, you know? Maybe you need to, you know, turn your phone off, and so you can enjoy the company of the amazing, beautiful person in front of you. You know, there's these little things that in paintings are no different than your own amazing, beautiful walk, your daily walk. And so, last part right here. Are you ready? Dun dun dun! Bam! Look at that. Would you look at that? And then right here, boom! This is bam, bam, and this is like a kung fu fight. And you're Bruce Lee. And I've been telling my ladies, hey, I need you to do some, you know, I need you to punch where it counts, girl. It's time to I'm thinking of that movie, it's from our childhood, right? And they're like, kick Wolfman in his nuts. See, I went PG-13 on you. My bad. So we need to hit these last wonderful pieces that are gonna pop. If you could tell me what movie that was, you are a winner, chicken dinner. Bam! Oh my goodness. Right here, watch this. Boom! And then it gets one of these. Wham! Like that. And then I do one of these. Bum, bum, bum. And don't splatter on my face. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. We have Petra in the house. Or in the home studio. Thank you so much for joining me. All 9 of you, with all 5 thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed this Watercolor Wednesday. And if you just now joined us, just watch the replay. If you've been here and you made it this far on the replay, give yourself a pat on the back. You amazing person, you. And I say that with silliness because life's too short sometimes, you know. You gotta love those that are with us. And I just want to say to you, life is going to be amazing. There's wonderful things in store for not just you, but the people that get to live with your lovely pictures. Thank you. I hope you all have a wonderful week. Again, here's that wonderful scan guy. I don't think you can really read this. But yeah, the Jordan trip. And if you go right here and just check your email. If you get my newsletter, you'll get this. Thank you. I appreciate you. You wonderful people. Thank you, Elle and Mike. Yeah, it was Kilimanjaro. And working on handwriting skills. Cool. And thank you, Mike. And thank you, Chris. Thank you, Guitar Golf. Guitar Golf, where'd you go, dude? I was just wondering if you do these at the same time, like dun-dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun, dun. I'm just so visual. And thank you, T. I will be setting up those dates with you. You have a wonderful week. I'll show, because Elle came late. But this is the current piece I'm working on for the actor. Well, no, this is part of the also the for the Luke purpose for mental con. So this will be auctioned off with this actor who, this is him with the head on, with the head off, head on. All right. There's his signature, Stefan. And there it is, mental con. There's gonna be a couple other sizes, and in this lovely thing. And I'm sure you already saw it because so many amazing people also follow me on Instagram and over on X. Here's some other substrates. So there's this one. And what I'm thinking about, this is going to be a Star Wars one. I'm thinking this is going to be one of those big land walkers from Empire Strikes Back. And there's going to be like Luke Skywalker with his lightsaber. And then we've got a couple of these other sizes. Oh, here's another nice one here. Look at that. That's really super professional. And there it is. I wanted to show you that one because now you can read it better. Mental con. And I'll be signing on the back of this. These will be going on the jury or the auction on, so save the date, the 21st and the 22nd. They're not all going to end at the same time, but I will have 6 of them, all 3 sizes. So there's this size. Maybe there's 4 sizes. Oh my goodness, there's 4 sizes. Ooh, I better get to work. All right, I'm out of here. Bye. Is the auction online? It is. So if you, yes, thank you for asking. So if you put in Google mental con, they also have a YouTube where they interview the folks. Mental con. Whoa. Mental Con interviews the lady that started Luke's purpose. So they lost their child, and it was very hard for them to deal with the loss of their child. And they've decided to do this nonprofit where if someone loses their child, they will step in and maybe provide food. Yeah, that one was better. You could read it better. I was just showing you the different backs. And so last year they did a fundraiser to get comic books in all the children's parts areas of the hospitals. It was very successful. So you could go to the YouTube channel and then you could get the link there to the website. Or you can, they have an Instagram. I did a post just recently that has the link. If you click on the link in my thing. But anyway, thank you for asking, Nell. Have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Take care. And again, Eric, you're probably watching this replay, buddy. Talk to you soon. And we're just sending you love and light and wishing your family right now just some peace and shalom. Take care. And yeah, as I've always said, keep those brushes wet, and we'll see you next week. Ciao. And open up your email because we'll send this. And I'm going to send a questionnaire on our next Saturday workshop where we're going to do 3 paintings for ruins. Maybe I'll throw in a ruin next to a river. And that'll be about like 165 for that. So we do a Saturday, and then we take a break and do one more Saturday. It's like 2 Saturdays. You can sign up for 1 or 2. The second one's always discounted if you sign up for both. Have a wonderful night. Take care. Bye.